Thursday. We all know what Thursday means. Thursday means we're going to look at some pretties together, and it is getting cozy. Like, we have some big cozy bolts for you with beautiful things, and I'm just trying to decide where to start for this week. I think I'm going to start right here because this coziness is right next to me right now. So this is the Hanni, which is a really thick brushed sweat. We've had that collection last year, so it's always a limited collection with limited colors. And I'm really glad that it did come back this year because we didn't know whether they were going to do that. Oh my goodness. I need to slow down my words. So this is the thickest sweatshirt fabric that we have. And you can see how nice and squishy it is. It is quite something, and it's super brush. And yes, I do have to say, the first time you wash it, there will be a lot of fluff coming out of this one, but it still stays really fluffy. I'm actually going to ask Isai because she made a cozy suit. Is it still as wonderful as it was last year?
Yes.
She says yes. So if you have not seen her two-piece suit that she made last year, it was a light pink, made with the closet core pattern, the mile end sweater, and the joggers that go with it. And it's a fantastic set. I will make sure that I put a picture of it and a link to the patterns into the newsletter so that you can see she did do some amazing cover stitching as well with her baby locker plot. So this one, really, really thick Hanni sweatshirt fabric, and there are matching heavy ribbings again, or medium weight ribbings as we call them. They are wider than our regular ribbings, which is amazing, and they are thicker. They're a little bit heavier than our usual smooth ribbing, and I really love them. So this and this would be the ones that are going together, and you can usually identify it by the number. There's always a color code, and the color codes do go together. So there are a total of 1, 2, 4, 5. I feel like I forgot one color in the back, the teal. So I think there's 6 colors of it. And they're all fantastic. So we have the plum, we have a black, and then we have 2 different blues. I'm just going to show them. Oh yeah, I took 2 of the bolts here. That's why. So they're both relatively dark, so it's really hard to see. So this is the night blue, and this is the dark navy. So the night blue almost has a cobalt undertone, but it is a lot darker than your usual cobalt. So it's like a dark cobalt. So we're calling this one night blue, which is a lot more blue than the dark navy, which is closer to a black, but still not black because it's dark navy. I'll hold it up next to the black so that you can see the level of difference. So the black is still a lot darker than the dark navy. And then there is a, I think we called it green, dark green teal. So it has more, it is still in the teal family, I would say, but it is still more green than your usual petrol teal color. So it's more of has more green than blue in it. Really gorgeous color. So there's those 6 of them with the matching ribbings. And to do a segue, these ribbings are also really nice with the boiled wool just because they are a little bit heavier. So I did notice that a couple of them, like 2 or 3 or 4, were actually the exact same colors as the boiled wools. The others did not come with exact matching colors, but we'll go through them again today to make sure if we do have matching colors, or even if they are not connected, if the ribbing has the same color number in any of the swaffing collections, then it will be the same color as the boiled wool. But I do have to say, I do like the boiled wool with contrasting colors as well. There's this little guy, because we did forget the coats at home that I wanted to show you. By we, I mean Isai. Don't tell her, but she knows that she forgot. But we'll make sure that we'll have it here in the shop for you to look at, and I will post pictures in the newsletter about the things that we have previously made with boiled wool. So this one was made with the merino boiled wool, this little suit, which is gonna be so super warm. And it's lined with a really nice Rebecca, and of course, Hisai, our sewing wizard, added a little bit of zhuzh and pizzazz to it. But look, like she did black ribbing, and it looks really nice because it picks up on all of the other colors that are incorporated in this one. So what else do I need to say about boiled wool is there's a couple of things. So generally, boiled wool does not go in the dryer because it will shrink more. So boiled wool is a knitted fabric with like a virgin left wool. So it's not spun like some of the yarn that you might be familiar with to make it smooth. No, it still has its more virgin state to it. So you can't, like if you look at the back, you can see that it's knitted, but it has that felty look, but it does have stretch. And then when they boil it, the first time they literally do that, they put it in boiling water to get that texture from it, but it will still shrink if you were to put it in the dryer. So what we did with this one though, because it is a little baby bunting suit, we purposely put it in the dryer to shrink it. So when you look at it or touch it in the shop, it is even more dense than the boiled wool on the fold. So why did we do this? Because it is a baby item, so you want to be able to wash it and not shrink more, but there was a lot of shrinkage to it. So I do remember out of a meter, was it like, so it was 25%-ish, so it was quite a bit of shrinkage that we had to account for, but I do think that it's worth it, and something like this in Canadian winter is an absolute must-have, and you can even make it just a bunting without the legs, which would be really nice. So now we have two different boiled wools that came in. So we have the virgin boiled wool Naomi, and we have the merino boiled wool. What's the difference? So number one, the difference is that the merino boiled wool is made with only merino sheep wool. It is softer to the touch than the virgin boiled wool, which is made out of different breeds of sheep. And it has more of a, I don't want to say wiry texture, but it's definitely not as soft as this one. Also, the virgin boiled wool is a little bit thicker than the merino boiled wool. So it depends on what you want to make with it. I did put a lot of the samples from the swathing sample so it's in the pictures of the products, and I will also put them in the newsletter tomorrow because there's a lot of really good patterns. I know most of them will be German patterns, but I'll also go through it and make sure that in the newsletter I will put the name of the pattern so is used, because there's just so many good ones of what they did with this fantastic fabric. So with the Naomi, because the bolts are really heavy, we cut this fantastic swatch card. So those are all of the Naomis that we have now. There were some that were already in stock. I think these we already had. No, these four. We had these four. We had this really cool purple. There's not much of it left, but it's still there. And then these super dark gray, and this cognac. And all of these are the new ones. So there's two greens. There's this light green, and then there's this heathered forest green, which is really cool. Then this, I think, is this ochre or mustard? Can't remember. One of them is called, I think this one's the ochre, and this one is the mustard in the merino boiled wool. Then we have new blues and teals. So we have this cobalt blue and this heathered teal color. And this is the new fuchsia, just in comparison to the other, that electric purple that we have. And did I forget one? No, I don't. Oh, yes, the dark navy blue. There's a dark navy blue. So all of these are now in the Mimi shop, or tomorrow in the Mimi shop, I should say. Then the merino boiled wool. So many good colors. Look at them. That's a fantastic stack. And I'm so glad that we finally were able to get this back, because they didn't have these for a while. And I really like the merino. So we have here in the more pastel-y colors, I want to say, we have this light gray, this nice light sky blue, a pale rose, and we have this more like a mineral blue, like a light sage, and this red. And I know this red will not show up here really great, but this red, when we had it here on the table yesterday, it is just so good. It is a true, like a really nice lipstick red, Christmas red. Such a fantastic red. Then the mustard, the honey mustard that I was talking about earlier. This beautiful purple, like it's a heathered purple, so it has like a little bit of like dark areas to it. This, I can't remember what this one was called. mulberry, dark purple, dark plum, really cool color. And then these three, black and oatmeal, and another teal. So many colors to choose from. As I said, the medium weight ribbing or even the other ribbings look fantastic with it. Another thing I wanted to show that I think looks really great with boiled wool are these. If in case you forgot about our pre-made ribbings, the cuffs will look really fantastic. Like how about something like this, like a dark blue with the gold ruffle trim, or even the dark blue on the, don't we have a dark blue? We have a dark blue here. Dark blue with dark blue will look really nice. Or I'm thinking these two would look really nice together. This blue with this and the caramel, or if you had the, oh my God, so many good combos. Look at this one. How about this caramel with this ribbing? Or this green with, I don't know where all of my greens went. Like this green with the light green. I think that will look really nice. So there's a whole bunch of, I'm gonna have to show this pink though, just because I like it. I think the pink, even with something like this, see, I really like this combo. Or even the pink on a gray, because I like pink and gray. Pink and gray is a very classic combo. So I think that'll look really, really cute there. So definitely look at those as well. Now, the next one I'm going to show you is a really nice toweling that came in, and we have not had this texture of toweling before, so I'm really excited to see how many of you love it as much as I do. So this is the new toweling, the Waffle Terry. So it is a terry cloth on both sides. I'm just going to unroll this more so I can bring it over. Really soft, 100% cotton. And you can see that it has this waffly texture, but waffly texture with a terry cloth texture. And it looks like this on both sides. And I have so many ideas with this. So beyond the toweling, we get it. We can make some great towels out of it. We can make some really great bathrobes out of it. But we can also make some really great blankets out of it. I think this will be really nice for somebody who wants a completely natural fiber blanket but wants something warming and cooling like this as the backing of a quilt, or just as a blanket on its own. I think will be really nice, or even a whole cloth quilt on one side. I think this will be really, really nice because it's so soft. And there are 5 colors in it, but I'm going to first show you the amazing towel that we did make up. This was the talented Catherine that made the sample for us, and I wish I could everybody say ooh ah now, because that's what I did when I first saw it. So she made this. So this essentially is just a square of the sand colored toweling, and then she made rounded corners, make it easier to bind, and then she added this triangle to it with a little patch. So this is where this is a little baby wrap toweling, so you can put the head in there, and then you just wrap them up and scoop them up, and it's really quick and easy to make. So this is, she did use a meter of the fabric for it, even though did she cut it at a meter? I think like 80. I'm gonna double check on the measurements there. I will write it down. Again, something I will put in the newsletter. And then she used our polka dot pre-made binding to bind it, which we do have in a whole bunch of colors. In case you forgot, we have the polka dot one, but even this would look nice. Our nautical pre-made bindings would be really nice. So I will post these in the newsletter too. These are already listed in the shop, but I'll just remind everybody tomorrow in the newsletter what combos these were, and I'll get the measurements of this for you as well. So she bound this, and then she added a little tab here so that you can hang it. And then she used the iron-on patch from the Cutie and the Cutest, which we have in the shop. No, these are not online because there's just very few, but if you want one and you can't come to the shop, just email us and we'll set you up with these. There's also this little doggy. Or if you have an embroidery machine, you can embroider directly on there, maybe some initials. remember, we do have some really great deals on embroidery and sewing machines in the store. So definitely give us a call or come by to check those out if that's something you want to do. So here, this towel, 5 colors. I'll quickly show them to you. So we saw the baby pink, we saw the sand. Then there's this beautiful light blue. Look how soft these are. They're so soft and squishy. Well, the sand we just saw. My lovely assistant Hisai. Then there's the off-white, always a classic. We'll go with all of the colors of the binding. And last but not least, thank you, lovely assistant, is this light sage green. It's not quite a mint, it's not quite a dark sage, but it is gorgeous. So 5 colors of those in stock tomorrow. And then last but not least, there's 4 prints that we got in with some of our swathing collections as well. And I will hold them up and show them to you. So there's 2 jerseys. So I'll start with the jerseys. How nice is this? It's just something a little bit different, a little bit more fall, winter. And there's a really nice top that somebody made for a little one. I did post a picture in the product as well. So this is a jersey with this gray tone scene. There's some bears, there's some birds and bunnies. It's really gorgeous, and it's a really wide and super soft swathing quality fabric. And then from that same collection, we have this guy, which is a similar scene, but now with a darker background, almost like a charcoal. It's not quite black, it's a charcoal background. And we still have the bunnies, and now we have the stars and the birds, and then we have this bear that's looking out into the distance. Really cute. I think that would also make a really nice sleeper set, or really anything. And then we have 2 French terries, because we do like French terry. And this one, love, love, love. Definitely look at the dress that that we have posted as a sample out of this in the product listing. It is so gorgeous, and I love the background color. So the background color on here is, we have, I don't know if it's a dark navy or if it's a black. It's not quite, it's almost black. Maybe it's a really dark charcoal. But then if you look closer, there's another color here, and it's like it's almost like an ink blue purple. Yeah, I think you can see it like that. It's not very bright. It's just like my lamp that's really lighting it up. So it looks, it's really nicely made, because it looks like the leaves in the brown colors are throwing a shade to like the lower, like a lower area of this, which makes it really 3-dimensional. So this is a really nice oak leaf and acorn print in a French terry. Definitely look at that dress. I feel like a lot of us will want to make that dress. And last but not least, the most colorful of the prints, and I adore it. I adore it. It does have a name. It's called In the Woods. Just look at it. Look at the colors on this. I love that it's kind of primary colors, but not really. They're just a little bit, the red is a little bit darker than your primary red. It's more of a just darker, a little bit darker. And then we have a lighter blue mixed with the teals and those forest greens, and then a navy blue background. I think the coloring on this is really fantastic, how they put that together. And you know, I really like these busy pictures, because you're going to discover more and more things the more often you look at it. And you're going to be like, oh, I never noticed that little bird in the nest in there, or the little squirrel. And I'm not going to tell you all of the things that I've seen, because I want you to discover them yourself. But this is so beautiful. Beautiful French terry. We'll make some fantastic sweaters. And those are it for the week. So those are the newer fabric arrivals for the week. That was a lot of things. Also, importantly, we have just finally restocked our solids. I know there was a lot of you waiting for some black jersey, black French terry, navy blue in all of the bases, because it was gone. I'm like, I don't know how we could run out of that, but the shipment was stuck for really long, for like a month. before it even got out of customs. Some things just take a little longer these days, but they are here now. We've restocked the colors on all of our knit bases, so definitely go take a look if you've been waiting for those colors, more than the two that I just mentioned. And the same with the waterproof canvas has been restocked, and the solid soft shells have been restocked. So those are all there. This Saturday, remember, Saturday, September 13th, is our open house, Mimi open house, 10 to 4, with our bargain bin sale, which we will be holding in the foyer because we have so many things for you. We're not going to have space in here for it. So we're going to dedicate the whole foyer area to it. If you're looking for some deep sales, last chance sales, because after this, these things are going to be gone for sure. You're not going to see them again. There's some things for $1, $2, $5. There might be a limited amount of Rebecca's that we snuck in there at a super reduced price. There's just a handful of them. Yeah, so fabrics, yarns, threads, kits, surprises, lots of things. And on top of that, on top of getting these great bargains, you can still shop the regular collection. You can still shop for, now I lost my train of thought. There was something very important I wanted to tell you that you can still shop for, even with all the sales. Oh yes, you're still going to get a gift at the end of every shopping experience. So with every purchase, we're still going to give you extra free stuff this Saturday. So it's definitely going to be worth it. Coming out 10 to 4. And I hope to see you there. All of these other beautiful goodies will be live tomorrow on Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And all of these patterns and recommendations that I've just made, I will put them in the newsletter. So you'll have that in your inbox tomorrow. If you're not signed up for our newsletter yet, I will go ahead and put all of those links in the description of this video for you, so you can sign up for that and get the newsletter tomorrow. So thank you for watching, and happy sewing, knitting, making, and I'll see you next week. Bye.